Well, it's actually a couple of days later. Had the I'm just out of shape. I had to take a day or two off to do light things before really getting back into this. But today, just hit up AutoZone. It's a bit dark in here. It's night. This one's kind of a late one, but I went ahead and grabbed a couple of radiator hoses. I'm trying to reverse all this tear down I've done because we went a little bit overboard. But yeah, these old flex hoses. There's a metal spring in them, and it's all corroded and kind of gross. So I'm opting to replace those. AutoZone, of course, has the flex hose. This one seems a little shorter, so I guess we'll find out if it fits or not. The lower one's actually kind of almost in worse shape. There's a couple of cracked areas on the, well, I'm holding the phone and pointing and not paying attention here, but there's a couple of cracks on the back side. So what they had was the actual, bend. Yeah, I'm just not doing good at this recording thing today, am I? Yeah, but yeah, they actually had the bend one. So maybe that one will work out. We'll find out soon. I also rebuilt this little fuel line. It had two pieces, really similar. A short one and a long one. The rubber is extremely hardened and just not pliable at all, really. So I got the last of AutoZone's fuel line in this size, but I did flip the locations. The short one was down here. It was putting this fuel filter really close to this header. So I'm assuming that some of the heat from that it hardened it and maybe discolored the plastic on the fuel filter. But this will at least, give me another fuel filter that I can actually use and see and doesn't look like this. Actually, the filter's broken loose in here, so that probably wasn't doing too much. And of course, I need to check for leaks. So my hope is that I'm going to have a gas tank in here soon. Well, of course, it's buried, but fuel lines down there. I'll plumb that back up. Get some. I need to flush the line. Some crap kind of got in there, but I may just do the redneck gas tank, which is actually, ooh, hey, spider web. That's actually a pretty freaking ornate web. Dang. I don't like that because that means there's spiders close to my gloves. I don't want spiders in my freaking gloves. 0 out of 10, do not recommend. Okay, well. Spider bro, wherever you are, go away. Anyways, redneck gas tank. Maybe I can, plumb that in with a little bit of a extra hose I got sitting around. See what I come up with. Maybe it'll fire, maybe it won't. Man, I am dumb. I straight up forgot to get plugs while I was there. The former owner who had it out just sitting under a tree said that he did get it to fire. Man, these plugs were just loose. I think I mentioned that in the previous video, that these plugs had been pulled out and left out. They were just barely tightened in. I didn't know that. I didn't even think to try them because what do you do? First thing when you get ready to redo one of these, you hose it down with PB Blaster. And I have hosed it down so much that I'm out of the old PB. Actually, not necessarily out, but it doesn't want to spray anymore. I think I broke the thing by dropping it 2 times. And I was just at AutoZone, and I didn't pick up more PB Blaster. Oh, obviously the other notable thing is that there's a freaking battery in here. I'm aware that's not quite the right way to strap it down, but I had to get some new J hooks. The one I had was a little on the toasty side. I'm gonna Vaporous that out, but I only had the one, so got a couple of new ones. That's the strap it came with. I'd like to strap it down that way, but there's just no way to get those hooks to hold on to. So I'll probably go back to the original. Well, I wouldn't say it's original. The thing that came with the Jeep, just a coated strap, keep it from grounding out. I'm also gonna have to do a lot more research on this. This wiring is just I don't know what to make of this. I mean, there's two red cables. This one's longer, but does it go to the positive or the negative? Does negative go that way or this way, or nah? But and of course they got chewed on a little bit, so I'll want to wrap that up in tape either way. I almost should have just got new ends for this, but yeah, I don't know. I'm just some idiot making a video trying to sort of revive this. Maybe it'll work, maybe it won't. But yeah, she spins free. Well, when it spins, it's a pretty bad belt. I should have gotten a belt while I was at it, but I couldn't get that one off. That alternator setup is a little bit special. Got the rebuild kit coming for that if Kaiser Willis can send that to me. I placed a pretty big order with them for all kinds of parts, and like 2 days ago I got an email saying, hey, this part's back ordered, and it was just the S lines, which I have them. They don't look so good, but they're not leaking, so that's not the biggest deal. And then the other one was one of the e-brake components. It was a clip that I need because this thing ain't got no e-brake, and that's also back ordered. So dang it. So I'm wondering, spiderwebs just everywhere. So I'm wondering, if I check my email tomorrow, what else is going to be back ordered, and what else am I not going to get? They haven't actually sent me a shipping notification yet, and I ordered that Friday or Saturday, and it's now Wednesday, almost Thursday. So, but anyways, with barking spider, that was weird. Anyways, I'm hoping to kind of piece this all back together, get that radiator back on, fill it up with, I got some generic 50/50, because I figure that'll be sufficient, because that's how I'm going to test this thing for leaks. I'm hoping I can, get it back up on jack stands, because these tires are not going anywhere. It's still amazing that they're hold. I was about to kick them, but I shouldn't kick them too hard because they might not last. So yeah, I'm still hoping to put this back together a little bit, get it to run soon, or just see if the guy said it fired. It'll probably fire up. These things are pretty bulletproof as long as the points and condensers, points and condenser is good. And he said he cleaned the points and it fired, so we'll see. But that's the next rambling update. Looking forward to coming back here and doing a little more cleaning. Maybe a lot more cleaning. But I still got to get under the dash and look at the wiring and such for all the gauges. I don't know if it's 6 volt or 12 volt or if it's been converted. All I know is that it's probably all going to get just thrown away. One gauge is already replaced at least. That's the temperature gauge. And of course here I am. Hey look, it's the temperature gauge. Up here, yeah, temperature gauge has been replaced. Speedo's got to go because it's broke. Fuel, that wasn't even hooked up when I got it, so I don't know how long it's been unhooked or if it works. The oil pressure gauge, I don't know if it's by design that it's a different color. It's like red versus white like the rest of them. That voltmeter, we'll get that going. Oh hey, there you are, Spider Bro. Yeah, evicted. Man, you like a smudge on my towels. I think I'm almost getting rid of this ecosystem that came with this. Are there any more ants hanging out back here? I'm not seeing the ant colony. I think they might be finally gone. A little bit closer though. Baby steps. With any luck, tomorrow, if I have time, I still have a 9 to 5 job, and actually it's like 10:30 p.m. right now, and I was doing database work because contracts and deadlines and but soon, maybe tomorrow, I'm going to try to sort some of this out, get it up on jack stands, and I can try to fire it, see if it'll run. And oh yeah, today I actually got insurance on this thing. Haven't gotten the title process and everything yet, but I actually have insurance on the thing. So it's getting a little bit more legit. Little barn find is becoming more legit. Oh no. Why did I have to look closely at that? Oh man. This entire quarter is made of Bondo. Anyways, now that's actually it for this installment of some idiot tries to revive a Jeep in his garage up on a hill and hopefully doesn't roll it down the hill into his neighbor's living room or something. Woot.